Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 2021 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Capricorn. July 2021 money and career Capricorn. July 2021 money and career Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Capricorn. July 2021 money and career Capricorn. Capricorn. July 2021 money and career Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. Okay. So at our bottom is the rooted self. The top is the crowned self. So let's see what the tarot has to say. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy, time frame April 20th to May 20th. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's something very much about institutions and stability that is going to be intrinsically important to us, Capricorn. And as a Capricorn, as an Earth sign energy, this is in our ballpark of what we're comfortable with. So this is going to be a very natural place for which to build off of. We are crowned with the Ace of Wands. And then Justice. Now, Justice is also Libra energy. Time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. Okay. Let's look at our chakra energy for this time. Capricorn. July 2021 money and career Capricorn. July 2021 money and career Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Self-mastery. Now this is the solar plexus chakra. And when it comes to our gut, when it comes to mastering ourselves, this is a sense of following our instincts, obtaining and building off of a greater understanding of who we are, where we want to be, how we're moving forward, what it is that we desire. This is going to be a time of self-empowerment, and we can see this just affecting us financially, most definitely, but also career-wise. We start to see new doors opening, new ways to move forward, new ideas coming our way. Now let's look at the energy we are to be mindful of. What is the energy that Capricorn needs to be mindful of? July 2021, money and career. What is the energy that Capricorn needs to be mindful of? July 2021, money and career, angels and spirit guides. The Lord, which is Aries energy, time frame March 21st to April 19th. This is going to be a especially when it comes to career, somebody who is very demonstrative. This is going to be a very focused, very driven person. Now, we will greatly honor this person because of their single-mindedness. Even if we don't like the way they've gone about things, we can honestly say we can honestly say that we admire certain aspects about them. What we have to be very mindful of is because we admire this person, we're going to think, oh my gosh, they have all the answers, or oh my gosh, they know what being successful is. Yes, they do. They know what being successful is for them. Do they know what it is for you? No, they don't. This is going to be a time where we kind of really want answers, and we're going to be driven to people who we think have them. And that's just human. But this is also going to be a time where we have to realize that there is power in us. There is power in what we desire from our lives, the way that we want to move forward, and the institution that has made us who we are. Meaning, with the Hierophant, there is power in our roots, right? So it's kind of like trying to run away from your shadow. It never works. It's always right there behind you. When it comes to the Hierophant, when it comes to these planting of ideas and this expression of self and desire, we have to be true to the intrinsic things about us, to who we are, to what we want, to where it is that we want to be. We are also going to be very drawn to institutions. This is the Major Arcana marriage card. So it's going to be things that we are almost married to. If not a relationship, it can be an ideology. It can be a way of self-expression. It can be a greater goal that we have, that to take it away from us is almost like taking away part of who we are. So this is something we're going to have to be very mindful of, because others might not understand it. They might not be at that point in their journey to say, well, this is me, this is what I'm growing for, this is what I want, this is intrinsically empowering to me because it is such a part of my soul. They might see it as, well, it's just a job, it's just an idea, it's just a hobby, get over it type of thing. And that's going to be very upsetting for us. Especially if somebody says, oh, get over it. You'll find that you're pulled into a place where automatically it makes you defensive. So here, there's going to be a need to say, but this is me. Or to answer, no, I'm not getting over it, you get over it, type of deal. Because there's an expression of self that needs to be had, and it leads us to the Knight of Pentacles. This is us. We're also represented by Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. So this is us being a warrior for what we want. And the thing with Earth sign energy is that it moves so slowly that we can get really frustrated with it. We can get really frustrated and aggravated and overwhelmed with the progression of where we are, where we want to be, or where we saw ourselves being. And so here with the Knight of Pentacles, slowly and steadily moving towards our goal, defending what is most valuable to us, most intrinsically empowering to us, is going to be one of the best things that we can do. To say, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is who I am, and this is my empowerment, and this is my way of seeing things. And also to know when it comes to money, this is a time to invest. This is a time to save. This is a time to look at our wealth and say, okay, what is the smart move to do? Not being frivolous. This is actually going to be a time where we might get mad at ourselves for being frivolous because there's something bigger that we want to go after. But we can also be a little bit too hard on ourselves. So with that something bigger that we want to go after, we might sit there and say, this is the dream, this is the wish, but it's not time yet. And we can be so rational, making our list, checking it twice, figuring out everything to make sure it's just right, that there's never going to be time for the dream. There's never going to be time for the passion. This is where we have to kind of call ourselves out and say, no, there's more here that I need to let shine within me. There's power and integrity and intensity that has to be let out in order for me to get to where I need to be, to where I want to be. The Ace of Wands is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, opening up the door, saying there's passion here, there's creativity, there's power, let it out. And this is going to be a time for us to let that passion and power out, to say, this is what I want, and this is what I need, and this is what I desire. And it might be very overwhelming because we're actually coming into alignment with ourselves, more so than ever before. And this can be a time where maybe we're going to go a little bit more towards the esoteric. Maybe, we're embracing the spiritual or just the artistic. And the Lord, the kind of overpowering idea of what success is and what prosperity is, can say, that's silly. That doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't have to make sense to them. What it has to make sense is to us, to let our heart shine, to let our passion shine, to let ourselves move forward in that intoxicatingly brilliant way. And again, it's going to be something that we're afraid of because it's going to be lighting the reason why we get out of bed in the morning. It's going to be embracing our souls and embracing ourselves and empowering us in a very real way. And it brings us to justice. When we look at justice, justice was always a card that confused me, because I always thought, okay, well, it has to be just, right? The letter of the law. But is that always justice? And when it comes to an individual person, what exactly does that mean? We don't carry around rule books for ourselves. We just don't. It might make life easier if people did, but we don't. When it comes to justice, it's discernment. It's saying what is just for me. What balances me? What moves me forward? What empowers me? And what doesn't? And so this is a time where we're going to see ourselves moving towards greater gifts, greater goals. We're going to be pushing the limits. We're going to be illuminating the way. And we have to be just to our dreams, to what we desire, to who it is that we want to be, but also the energy that we are giving to people and the energy that's being taken from us. This is going to be a time where we want to be fair to everybody. We want to be, fair, to do right. And the person that that's going to be the first one who's forgotten is ourselves. And during this time, in order to be prosperous, in order to be abundant, we can't short sell ourselves. We just can't. Excuse me. Because this is a time where we need to know our worth. We need to see and embrace the value of who we are and what we want and where it is that we want to be. We need to open up the door, because that's going to be what changes everything. That's going to be what calls the passion forward, what calls the light forward, what has us seeing things more openly and more honestly. Because as we embrace who we are, we embrace the passion and the power that guides us forward. As we say, this is me and this is not me. These are my boundaries and my rules, and these are the things where I have a bit of wiggle room on. This is what's important to me, and this is what I desire. We're going to see that light changing, that passion guiding us forward. And the justice is going to be, what drives us. This sense of, I'm just, I'm empowered, I'm emboldened, I'm moving forward in what's right for me. I have my armor on. Why? Because sometimes people don't play fair. Because things aren't always kind and nice. And I move forward in the balance that I need within my life and within my desire. Now let's look here and let's go just a little bit deeper. Show me deeply for Capricorn, July 2021, money and career. Show me deeply for Capricorn, July 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. I love this. It's such a practical reading, which I have a catch in my throat, which I absolutely enjoy. I love it when spirit is just so practical and straightforward. So it's the 8 of Pentacles. It's hard work paying off. It's also the 10,000 hours to become a master at something, to become an expert at something. This is time and effort and craft and determination and passion being put into things. This is unity and healing. The Minor Arcana Lover's card. What we put our passion into is what we love, what unifies us as a individual, the sacred masculine, the sacred feminine, but also what unifies us within the world, coming together to another energy, to another space of being, realm of understanding that balances us, that informs us, that has us moving forward in love and passion. And it can open up during this time by being focused on our goals and being honest about ourselves and saying, this is what I want from my life and this is what I don't want from life and this is what I'll put up with and this is what I won't put up with. You might actually find here, Capricorn, that love starts to come in a very unexpected way. So it can be that just like the spark starts shining within you and people are just drawn to that. Your partner, if you have a partner, is going to be drawn to the spark coming back. Or if you're looking for somebody, there's going to be the sense of they see that spark within you. They see that which kind of sets you apart. Now, they might not say anything about it, and this could actually get some people annoyed that if they're not ready to have this spark within them come out, or if they know that they can't kind of keep up, this is going to be something that might need to be talked about or could cause disagreements, and that could only be with one person. But do be mindful of this, because this is the passion and the dedication and the honing of ideas and determination to move forward to the place of love, to the place of balance, to the place of healing. Now, our subconscious chakra message for this time is life purpose, the throat chakra. And that makes perfect sense because we're embracing who we are, who we want to be, what we desire, and how we're ascending. And this really puts us in alignment with our purpose for life, with our purpose for self, and with what we were born for. And this is going to be a time where what we are born for and what we were born to plays a huge role in where we're headed. And you might say, Dane, doesn't it always? Well, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we're going along with the crowd, or sometimes we have to put aside what we truly want at that moment and say, okay, what am I willing to sacrifice for to get to where I want to be? This is a time, though, where we need to say and we need to listen to the driving force of who we are, what makes our souls happy, what aligns us. So with our life purpose, it doesn't have to be anything big. And I think that's where a lot of people get things wrong, is that we think that our life purpose has to be something overwhelmingly radiant, like it has to just be over the top. And with the life purpose, it doesn't mean that everybody knows your name and everybody, lines up to see you. What it means is there's contentment within the heart. The life purpose can be to rescue animals. The life purpose can be to have children. The life purpose can be to be a spiritual advisor. The life purpose can be to be a really good friend who gets coffee and who listens to the other person and makes other people feel seen and heard. Life purpose does not have to be big. It can be something that we would consider very small, and Spirit considers unimaginably valuable. So just knowing that's empowering. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Queen of Wands. This is again playing on fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We can have work become all encompassing. And it's going to be the hunt. It's going to be the kill. It's going to be the obtaining and the prestige that we are going to be most attracted to during this time. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands here is saying that we need to be mindful, again, of the passion that is just intoxicating. The people who we just feel like, oh my gosh, they really have it figured out. Oh my gosh, they really know what they're talking about. They really know, how to make it. But the thing is, again, they know how to make it for them. They don't know the correct formula to make it for everybody else. So do be mindful of that. Our subconscious energy that grounds us is the King of Wands. We're fiery, we're passionate, we're determined, we're taking this gift of the Ace of Wands. We're going to be, and that's why we're going to be so easily swayed by people who exhibit this wands, this passion, this fire, this sense of career determination, okay? Because it's at the root of us. We're in like calls to like. So during this time, we're going to say, this is what I want. There's a metamorphosis going around within us. I want this. I'm going after this. I'm determined to obtain this, and nothing will stop me. And that's going to be so empowering, but it can also really lead us off track of what is important to us and what we're trying to build or what we deeply desire within our lives and ourselves. Our subconscious energy that crowns us is the Queen of Pentacles. And that's why Spirit had me say the Queen of Pentacles before, because we have ourselves coming through. We have the sense of, this is my prosperity, this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I'm nurturing. And we can easily, though, during this time, get taken off course, thinking, oh, I'm just being silly, I'm focusing on the wrong things. If I focused here or there, my life would have been better, things would have worked out differently. I can try to make up for it now, or I can just beat myself up over it. No, this is a time to look at what we have invested our time and our energy into, what we want and desire when it comes to our career, but when it comes to also the things that we value as much as money. So if it's the family, if it's, loved ones, we need to give ourselves credit, because I do know so many people cross-watch, and you'll be like, oh, I'm cross-watching for my partner or for, my family member or for a friend. And we don't give ourselves the credit to say, but I'm helping nourish this person. I'm helping build the seeds and bring what is abundant to them, and helping this come along. This is, yes, money and what we value as much as money. Yes, most definitely. But this is also saying that so much goes into the creation of prosperity, and not to undersell ourselves because of that, because it might not be the conventional sense of what makes a person prosperous. And here with the Queen of Pentacles, people are going to start seeing you, Capricorn, as prosperous, as a person who nurtures prosperity within themselves, but who's also a really great mentor, who's a person who pushes the boundaries of things. So that's really quite beautiful. It leads us then to our subconscious energy that goes deeper, and that's the Queen of Wands, a blessing and a bit of a curse during this time. We have the King and the Queen. They're not from the same deck, so they don't have the same intensity, but we're going to be driven to move forward within our careers, to show our worth, to pave the way forward, to kind of blaze a trail. There's a little bit of magic to us during this time too. This is a time where we have to let our passion and our fire show, but we cannot let it overcome us, and it will easily overcome us if we let it. So do be mindful of that. There could be a side project that we need to give our hearts and our souls to. Well, we have the job that pays the bills, that, does what a job is supposed to do. Here, let yourself express. If it's at work, if you're saying, Dane, work is where I have my creativity, is where I have my expression. And it doesn't matter if you're a neurosurgeon, it doesn't matter if you're, a clerk in a store. There's power and there's beauty in both of these things, and there's creativity in each and every one. And so here, it's not selling ourselves short. It's saying, how am I bringing this fire? How am I bringing this passion? How am I bringing my creativity to where I work? And how does this set me apart? Because there's a spark in people. When people have the spark, they rise above. They just do. They rise above others. And it's a sense of loving who you are. It's a sense of being content where you stand right now. It might not be where you'll always stand, but where you stand right now and the way you rise. So there's power here. There's a new dawn and a new passion that's coming forward. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of the positive energy as we embrace the bounty that is to come. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn.